Oh no. All that.
Oh boy. Which one of the children is getting in trouble for messing with my computer? It's going
Nobody
down.
touches your computer.
Oh my Lanta. Yes, they do. But I digress. So here's the scoop. Now you can hear it.
Thanks.
Yeah. It helps if the microphones are set to the correct input, generally.
Man, and that was such a good intro, too.
It was a good intro.
It was a very good... Should we try it again?
Let's try it again.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
How about a coffee?
Blech.
So I think we started out with like, hey, good morning, everybody. And
you said good afternoon, and I said it's morning still.
That's right. And I said, and then there's no time like the present to have morning delicious sweet potato casserole.
Exactly.
In central Wisconsin.
Exactly. So that's what we're making today. And you can make sweet potato sweet casserole. No, I'm good.
Somewhere, right, sister? Just the coffee talking. Just the coffee talking.
It's coffee. Yuck. I hate coffee. I can't stand the way it smells or tastes.
I love it.
I don't know how I've gotten through all of my years without coffee.
I don't know.
I'm still here, though.
Sweet potato casserole. If you want to get invited back, like last week with the dinner rolls, this will get you probably put into the family whether you like it or not.
Exactly. Exactly. And don't share the recipe with anybody. Because if you share the recipe with somebody, then...
They won't need you.
They won't need you.
You won't come around anymore. No, you know, the funny thing about that is this, honestly, is, I would say 90% of the ingredients are everybody's ingredients for sweet potato casserole.
Pretty much. Pretty much. It's, you know, it's just the ratios. And now this is not the sweet potato casserole that has marshmallows on it.
No.
Ugh. No. I'm not a fan of marshmallows anyway, and that just...
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
But this is sweet and delicious, and it has a crunchy pecan top on it. Oh, it's so good.
It is not for people who are trying to watch their carbs.
No, because first off, sweet potatoes have a lot of carbs anyway. And then you've got sugar and more sugar and things like pop. No, there's no pop.
You know what's funny is you're quoting something that they would have no concept.
I know. They have no idea unless they watched an EPK
Which nobody
from
would.
Scarecrow and Tinman 28 years ago.
The briefest teeny weeny little, here's what happened. When you're in a band, the record label wants to promote your band, and so they make you get in front of a camera and be goofy, and then they send that out to radio stations in hopes that they'll play
your record. Yeah.
And then they send them things called kickbacks and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
But that's a whole other story.
There's that.
So she was quoting when we were being goofy. Yeah. So, sweet potatoes.
Let's get started.
Casserole.
Sweet potato casserole. Like I said, this is not the marshmallow kind. This is one with a very sweet pecan topping. And so the longest part of this is baking the sweet potatoes. You can steam them. You can put them in your Instant Pot. I bake them because I can stick them in there, turn it on, and forget about it.
Or mash them, stick them in a stew.
Exactly. So I baked these this morning, and so they're cool enough for me to be able to touch. So I'm going to move this butter.
Hey, there's Vern.
Hey, Vern.
Hey, Vern. Thank you.
Yes. And he knows what we're saying.
You know.
Yep.
Oh, you know.
And I'm just eating a bunch of my hair. Gross. This is the easiest way to, if you let them cool, you can just pull this skin right off. And sometimes you'll need to use a knife to get some of it, but most of it peels right off. And I don't even, the oven's heated up now.
It's ready.
To 350 degrees.
Or else we have to dismantle the bomb.
The blue wire. No, the red wire.
Yeah. I'm colorblind. Oh no, we're in trouble.
We're in trouble now. I had totally lost where I was going.
I'm actually not colorblind. But that was a good little rabbit trail. You're peeling potatoes, Mama.
I am peeling potatoes.
You're doing a darn good job.
Yeah.
Although she's always held her knife in a way that really spooks me out. She gets cut once in a blue moon, but boy,
and it's never like this. I never have cut myself like this. It's usually when I'm chopping. So,
How is the weather in Wisconsin? It is in the 20s and snowing, and we went out last night at different times to look at the lunar eclipse. Did any of you guys
I hope
see
you guys
the
saw
lunar
that.
eclipse?
It was really cool.
It was pretty cool. But here, there was patchy clouds, so it was, you could see it for a second or two, and then it'd be gone. See it for a second or two and be gone. So that was like from 2 a.m. to like 3-ish in the morning.
The peak of the eclipse was at 3 a.m.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, so that one's done.
One down.
One down, 2 more to go. And these were massive sweet potatoes that I found actually at Quick Trip. They had them on sale for 39 cents a pound. I don't know if that's good where you guys are at, but where we're at,
that's affordable.
That's affordable. Well, 39 cents a pound. Yeah, it's affordable.
For food.
For food, yeah. But Walmart had them for 59 cents a pound.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I drove across the street to save 20 cents a pound.
Yes.
Because I bought 10 pounds of sweet potatoes.
Yeah. So it's interesting, though. A friend of ours, whose name is Tyler Woods, he has a YouTube channel called the Big Bulletproof Pastor. He was telling me yesterday that he has got pumpkins coming out of his garden like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, cool.
Still.
Wow.
In Texas. And he was saying that he plans on cooking his pumpkins, grinding them up, then dehydrating them and making them into a powder.
Ooh.
Pumpkin powder.
Nice.
I'll bet you could do that with this.
Super nutritious.
I bet you could do that with this.
Yeah.
And that's cheap food, folks.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, of course, you'd have to figure in the electricity bill because that's you're running the dehydrator a long time.
Right. This is a tad sticky.
3 a.m. he was sawing logs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we got up. As many of you may know, today is our son's birthday, Caleb. And I saw it online that there was going to be an eclipse, a lunar eclipse, not a solar eclipse. And that was on his birthday, and he got super excited. So, of course, we're going to get up on his birthday.
Well, and the trick is with birthdays around here, we have 7 kids. 3 are out doing their own lives, and we've still got the rest here. And
is that 8 at home now?
8 is enough. Yeah, I'm counting you.
You count as 4.
No way.
Yes, way.
4 by myself?
Yes, by yourself. You count as 4.
We are legion, like
yes,
in the Bible.
Exactly.
Or we are many. No, you're going to lose.
Sorry.
No, birthdays. Yeah, that's right, birthdays. Birthdays, you got to kind of celebrate them when everybody can get together. Yeah. Not necessarily on the same day that your birthday is.
Right.
So Caleb, he's got such a big heart.
He really does.
He insisted on making sure that we wait on his birthday till Sunday so that Claire could be here. So that's pretty cool.
Getting a phone call.
Oh, it's probably. Oh, you know what? You may need to take that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh.
I'll check it here in a second.
I can mute you.
That's okay.
And I'll peel potatoes.
What in the world?
It's a big woody
I think
chunk.
this one is. This part is messed up. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Caleb.
Okay. Yeah. This part's got to get cut out.
Part. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's all right. We got plenty of potato.
Yep.
So, okay. Now, hard part done. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this up so that my immersion blender can...
Skadoosh it.
Yeah, squish it.
Skadoosh it.
But I'm going to start with a potato masher to help it along a little bit, because otherwise it'll just take a really long time, and I need to get this stuff off my hands.
Happy birthday, Caleb. Oh, cool. Vern sent me something. Presents. Thank you, Vern.
Sweet.
Thank you. Hey, the Fuzzy-o.
Goodness.
Good morning to you, sir.
Alrighty. I baked these potatoes for an hour and a half. They probably could have gone a touch longer.
They're a little on the...
Tiny bit on the little bit hard side, but I think it's just because of how big they were. But
are they okay? Are they like?
No, they're
when they get
fine.
woody?
Yeah, no, these are fine. I was afraid with how big they were that they would be they would be woody, but they're not. These are definitely different than the potatoes, the sweet potatoes we grew in our garden.
Oh yeah.
Those were more red than orange. There we go.
You're done.
Yeah. Alrighty. And like I said, you can cook your potatoes any way that you find the easiest. I like to bake them.
Yeah. Now, as Mama's doing her thing, I would like to point out a word of ingredients. We have failed. We failed?
It's Amazon's fault, honestly.
No, I blame Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That angry little bald man who wants to go to space. Anyway. He's a bald little spaceman.
Oh, my heavens.
Whatever. He earned his money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, vanilla. We are vanilla snobs.
Yes.
This is
not.
bad vanilla.
It's bad vanilla.
Naughty vanilla. We like naughty.
We really like the Haitian vanilla, and you can get it on Amazon. It's more money, but you get an 8-ounce bottle.
Lot.
It's a lot more money. And actually, take that back.
It's a lot more vanilla.
This is 2 ounces. It's a lot more vanilla. It's an 8-ounce container for $14. This is like $4 or $5, so it's not. It's actually less expensive, but it's just $14 per bottle, right? But there's a lot less alcohol in it.
Yep.
The vanilla flavor is so intense, and it's not alcohol-y at all.
It's more bold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. I mean, I'll make. You better keep going.
Yeah.
But because I know how she is when it comes to baking time.
Yeah.
Let's see. But I make yogurt. I make my own custom yogurt from yogurt Mom makes, and so she makes it.
By
plain.
3 gallons at a time.
Plain.
Yeah.
But then I'll take a little bit of stevia, so there's no sugar in it, and then I'll add in vanilla as like a base. And then sometimes I won't add vanilla. I'll make, add some of her homemade jam or jelly, which that's awesome. But then there's sugar in it.
Yeah.
But if I do the stevia route, then it's a sugar-free yogurt.
Well,
but it's still sweet.
You like to add the Thrive fruit.
I do.
And stevia, and that is that's a great alternative to using jam, because then there is no sugar. There's no added sugar.
That's correct. Hey, Christa, is this recipe a dessert or a side dish?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, it is.
This is technically a side dish, but it is so sweet that it could be dessert. And honestly, you could reduce the amount of sugar in it. But why? Why would you do that? No, it's seriously, you could reduce the amount of sugar in it. You could even add stevia to it if you would like, if you want to.
Halves.
You could go all. Well, actually, if you were going to replace sugar for stevia, cut the stevia in half. So
yeah, because it's sweeter than sugar.
It's sweeter than sugar, so or even a third. This recipe calls for 1.5 cups of sugar. I know it's a lot, but it's both dessert and side dish.
Yeah.
All right.
Stephanie Dozier says she's making her own vanilla, and it'll be ready in a year.
Oh, very nice.
Takes a while.
Yeah.
Hey, Gregory, how are you? Phoebe, hello. Faith and Family, hello. Vern. Let's see who else is here. Jean, Liana. Let's see, Steve Ganink. And that's, I think, everybody that's on my screen currently.
Yeah. Faith and Family is saying that she uses sweet leaf because it has no aftertaste. The Pure doesn't have an aftertaste either.
Oh, yeah, I'll show them.
David's our son. What Brad has found, it's the maltodextrin that makes it have an aftertaste.
Yeah, because this stuff does not have an aftertaste, but sometimes at church, they'll have these little packets of the other stevia for your coffee. And those I do find have an aftertaste that's a little bit funny.
Yeah, we had stopped and gotten coffee at Quick Trip.
I knew right away.
And they had stevia packets, and sorry, I'm off screen. They had stevia packets, and it had the maltodextrin in it. And he's like, "Oh yeah, there's totally an aftertaste in these."
Yep.
Okay, now we got that all blended nice, pretty smooth. I mean, it's not going to be completely chunk free because it's sweet potatoes. So we're going to go ahead and add our ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and put the sugar in. And like I said, it is 1.5 cups of sugar. And you don't have to use all of that. If you don't want to, you can cut it back because sweet potatoes are pretty sweet anyway. And then we've got 1 cup of melted butter. And that's 2 sticks.
Which that's nice and healthy for you too.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is if you're bulking up for football season.
Pretty much, no.
Yeah. She took off.
Sorry.
Go to a different
I
camera.
had to make room.
We got to go here.
So nope, I'm going to put this back here. There we go.
Okay, you're going back there.
Yep. And I'm going to go ahead and crack the eggs into another bowl. And for those of you who have farm fresh eggs, always use a second bowl.
And why, Mom?
Because
you might have a chicken in there.
You might have a chicken in there if it didn't get collected right away, or it might be rotten.
And that could ruin
your dish. So I always crack them into a second bowl and then add them to the dish because I have ruined stuff before. Oh my goodness. There was one time when Colt was born, we went to see David and the baby and in Brooklyn, and he made eggs that morning.
Oh, that was so gross.
And he buys his eggs from a local Amish guy, local farmer. He cracked it straight into the pan, and it was rotten.
And it like cooked.
It cooked.
The smell.
Oh, it was so nasty. It was so gross.
It was like in the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark when that smoky death thing came out of the ark.
Right. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to pre-beat these eggs. I'm going to use the blender over here, the hand mixer.
Oh.
Just to blend this up right. But
would you recommend an immersion blender? We do, but I don't know.
I buy the cheapest one, honestly.
We burn through them because we make soap.
Yeah, I use the old one to make soap, and then I buy a new one when it's kind of getting
a
little shady. But I buy the cheapest one there is. This one is a Farberware, the one that I have, and it comes with a whole little set of the chopper and all that stuff. So. Okay. Now for the vanilla. There's actually not a lot in here. I don't have enough. So don't freak out. There's only, the recipe calls for 2 teaspoons. I have maybe a teaspoon, so I'm kind of cutting it short. So now let's blend this up.
We gotta get some. When is that vanilla coming in? We've ordered it.
Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, that little bald billionaire, he's going to deliver it personally.
Right. Sure he is. And just blend this up until it's completely mixed.
Oh, that smells good.
Oh, I can't even smell it. Okay.
Okay, so Mary is asking why
Sorry.
don't you use brown sugar in the sweet potato part?
I don't know.
It's not our recipe.
No, it's not our recipe. You can, if you like. I use brown sugar for the topping.
Yeah. Yeah. Vern says he had a rotten egg one time.
Oof.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. And our chickens, we free range them most of the time. Only when we think that there's like coyotes around or something, we'll keep them in the coop.
Yeah.
And they stay in the coop at night.
Right.
But there is a double-edged sword to that. So yes, they're healthier. Yes, you don't have to feed them as much because they're out getting, foliage and bugs and all that kind of stuff.
You also don't get as many eggs.
That's the other side
Yeah.
to it, is that you'll find them. out in places or in the barn. Or
Yeah.
there's this one chicken that has decided she will only lay eggs on the second shelf in the corner of the barn. And the funny thing about that is, well, you're just putting it in there.
Yes.
I'll continue on while you're adding. The funny thing is that we have what's called a kill cone, and it's kind of a cone that when you go to process chickens, they go in there like this, and you very humanely, you just nick their artery, and they don't even know until they're gone that something wrong happened.
Right.
But this chicken has decided that's where she's laying her eggs. And she will push it off of the shelf and say, this is my zone. This is where I lay eggs.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, I'll be working in the barn and bang, scare the fire out of you
Yeah.
because it's made of aluminum.
Yeah.
And she's decided that kill cone
That's
is
where,
going away.
Yep. She's, it's her way of saying, no, I'm not going anywhere.
Yep.
I'm going to keep laying eggs right here.
This is my
in this
spot.
spot. Yeah. And you're putting stuff here is not going to deter me.
my way.
Right.
One time we were there and she did it 3 times. She kept putting it back.
Kept putting the chicken back in the nesting box, saying, no, this is where you're supposed to lay your eggs. Silly chicken. Here, would you like, no, it's got raw eggs.
No.
Okay. So this part's done. Now I'm going to make the topping. And the topping is super, super easy. And this recipe fills a 9x13 pan, but our family has kind of shrunk a bit, so I'm going to make a smaller pan and then share one with our neighbor.
Uh-oh.
What?
Did you add milk? Oh no, good catch, JW. It's in the recipe.
It's right here.
And it's right there.
Okay, so let's go back.
Let's remix.
Rewind.
JW, you just pointed out how we are so professional. And it just happens.
That's funny.
It's live TV, man.
Yeah. That's really hysterical.
Good catch,
I didn't
Rob.
even look at the recipe because I've made this so much that I just didn't even think about it.
And you prepared it.
I did. I did.
forgot.
I stuck it in the refrigerator because I'm like, well, it's milk. It needs to stay in the refrigerator.
All right, JW, that has earned you
Cool
the
points.
cool points of the day. And that means that you can come on over and we'll share some sweet potato casserole with you. So
Yeah.
come on over.
That's funny.
Central Wisconsin. I don't know where you're at, but if you're nearby, you've earned it.
All right. So let's go ahead and add the milk.
Oh, good catch.
Oh, my goodness.
It would have been really, really hard, I think.
Probably.
And not, well, obviously not as creamy.
No.
Good catch.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. That's hysterical.
Let's see. Happens to all of us.
Yeah.
That looks more like the right color.
That does
too.
look right. And it's only 2/3 cup of milk. You wouldn't think that it would change that much, but it really does.
Okay, so JW is Julie from West Central Indiana.
Oh, not too far.
Yeah, just come on over. It'll only take a few hours.
7 or 8.
Yeah, it's a few.
All right. There.
That looks a lot
Now
better.
that looks right. I was wondering why it was awfully thick.
Gene says all kitchens need a JW.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, so we're going to go ahead and divide this out into 2 pans. So we're rewinding and
Perfect.
and yeah, so like I said, since our family is not as big, we don't eat as much. So we're gonna share.
There you go. Now, when you're baking this, Mom, does the topping go on it right when it goes into the oven, or
Yes.
do you just bake it a little bit and put
Nope.
the topping on?
Nope. You put the topping on before you bake it, and you bake it for about 20-25 minutes till it's golden brown. Because it's all cooked except the eggs. You're just cooking the eggs and crisping up the top. That's all.
Michelle is asking, can you use brown sugar in place of white?
Sure.
If that's the flavor you're looking for.
Sure. It's
Yeah.
completely up to you. I mean,
It's your dish.
it's your dish. You can make it however you like.
You're the queen of the dish.
Yeah.
The dish queen.
The dish queen.
Should get you a
All
little
right, so-
button or something.
So JW, did I miss anything?
Not yet.
I tease, as a stab at myself, not at you, as I get older, I'm more forgetful.
Mom, it was just
I know, it's just funny. All right, so now we're gonna go with the topping. And I need to melt this butter just a little bit. Brutus, where's Nana dreaming?
We have two St. Bernards, and one of them is named Nana. She's the girl, and every once in a while she'll get bad dreams, and she will sit there and whine, and her legs will go, and you just kind of got to wake her up.
Yeah.
And then she's fine. She comes out of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know where she is. I heard her.
She might be in the hallway there by the door. All right.
Yeah.
So 5 tablespoons of melted butter, half a cup of flour, 1 cup of brown sugar, and then 1 cup of pecans. And I packed the brown sugar into the measuring cup.
Sugar.
Yeah, see, there's your brown sugar. And you can add the brown sugar to the sweet potato. It'll change the coloring of it. And I would, if it were me and I'm using brown sugar, I might reduce the amount because there's molasses in it as well.
Yeah.
All right, so now.
Now, one thing as you're going.
Yes.
If you don't like that kind of nut, change it.
Change it.
Or if
use
you don't
walnuts.
like nuts at all, here's a suggestion. Use granola.
You can use whatever you want.
Because granola will get that nice crunchy top. I'm not talking like the oat-based granola. I'm talking like the stuff you would buy at Aldi in a bag.
Yeah.
That it'll get nice and crispy. That's what I like to use on Apple Crisp instead of lots of oats.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to mix this up real quick. Just kind of, I'm not going to break it up to where it's a fine powder. Just kind of mix it just to combine it. And then pecans. And you guys know me well enough. I very rarely measure things. That may have been a cup of pecans. It may not have. I don't know.
Don't forget the butter.
No, it's right here. I won't forget it. All right, so I'm just going to mix this up, and then I'm going to add the butter. And this is 5 tablespoons of butter. I think I said that already.
Nice and healthy.
Yep. That's why you only have this a couple of times a year.
Yeah, it's really about twice a
year.
year.
I really just licked butter off my finger.
Why would you do such a thing?
I don't know, but it was really salty.
You know, every once in a while, like if you're toasting, putting butter on toast or whatever, I'll get butter on my hand, and you'll instantly go to clean it up.
But
then every time I go, that was gross. Why did you do that? But then why do you love it on toast?
I don't know. It's because it's changing the toast flavor. I don't know, but melted butter definitely tastes different than just softened butter.
I don't know. It's weird. We were, when we were touring, we had a bass player who,
I know this story.
This guy was constantly running out of money. And so we would offer him, small amounts of money so that he could keep going to do goofy things. And then we'd film them. Pay his
phone bill and things like that.
We'd film them and put them online, and then the fans would love it. And he secretly loved it, but when it was going on, he didn't really like it. Well, one time...
And this kid, sweet kid, is a pastor's kid, too.
Yeah. So, one time he had run out of money again, and he was trying to get his phone turned back on. So we're like, okay, well, we're going to film this and we're going to put it online, but we'll give you $20 to eat a stick of frozen butter.
So gross.
And he was a skinny guy.
Skinny kid.
So it was not like...
Yeah.
And he took one bite of the frozen butter. And if you can imagine, you're chewing it. He took one bite. He's just so gross. I don't even care.
Yeah.
And he just dropped it.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Oh, man. Look at this mess.
Oh, man.
Who did this? Did you make this big mess?
I don't know. Jean's asking, can you freeze it ahead?
Yes. Yes, you can. Just don't bake it. Just go ahead and freeze it, and then thaw it before you're gonna, bake it. Because you don't want to go from a, cold thing to a hot oven. You'll break your glass.
You know what? It might even be better too if you just, had the toppings separate.
No, it works just fine.
It'll do fine?
I've done it. I've done that
Okay.
before where I've frozen it just with the topping on it, and it does just fine. All right, so now you're gonna just put a healthy amount of this on there. Healthy. No, there's nothing. Honestly, nothing healthy about this dish. You could probably make it that way. This is the recipe. I was given this recipe by a close friend 25 years ago.
Yeah, and
it has been just a joy to our whole family.
It's the go-to.
It is the go-to. It's that ultimate comfort food for our family.
Anne Louise says, I just made this recipe for our church potluck and it was devoured.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is in our cookbook.
It is in our cookbook. It's in the our family favorites because it is one of our family favorites. So I think we're good here. There.
Looky there.
There. Now I'm gonna get this
You
off
want me
my
to?
hands.
I can put it in.
Okay.
Yep. One in.
No, I'm gonna freeze the other one.
Oh, you're gonna freeze the other
Yep.
one. Never. Pay attention, Brad. What the heck
No, it's
is going
okay.
on?
It's okay. So this will take about 20-25 minutes in a 350-degree oven. And you just it's just to bake the eggs, cook the eggs, and crisp up the top. That's really all it is.
Well, and you want it warm.
You want it hot, yeah.
Yeah,
Cold.
You don't want it. That's good.
Cold is okay. I mean,
Not for
we've had it
this.
cold.
I don't. Not for
Like the
this.
next day,
Yeah.
but
So, all right, now it's question time while
Yeah.
we wait for that to cook and bake. And I keep asking Mom to get here, take a stool. She won't.
I
So
don't
now
like.
you
It's
gotta
too
stand.
tall.
You gotta sit. and
I gotta sit.
Sit.
Okay.
What are you gonna lunge?
No.
She won't do it.
I have a bad knee,
It's
and
your
so
trick knee.
it's my trick knee.
It's an old college football injury.
Right. Yeah, I played football. No. I do have a bad knee. I don't know why. Oh no, that's Charlie Horse City.
No. Well, then we'll just stand.
We'll just stand. I'll just deal with it. So don't know what's going on with it.
We'll figure it out.
Chiropractor's looking at it, trying to figure it out, but
So question time. We've got a few minutes to kill while while
better
it
set the
bakes.
timer.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay, JC says they're gonna make it vegan style. Is that like without butter? How would that go?
vegan would be without eggs and without butter. They could
how do you do
use
that?
an oil, but I don't know about the egg part. The egg part is really just to set it. So
Yeah, I don't know what a substitute would be for that. That's you would have to. If
You
you're
would
a
have
vegan,
to-
you probably figured it out.
well, and they would not use milk either. So okay,
How'd
that
you
would
make that.
well, it would just be sweet potatoes with sugar or sweetener in it.
Oh.
And so you wouldn't necessarily need the eggs as a thickener. So you could do it just that way.
Yeah.
It would be not as sweet, but that's okay.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, you get used to eating that way, and that's
Yeah,
how it
you
is.
could totally do it vegan style.
So you know what? Why don't you, since we got time, tell everybody about the Thrive Life?
Okay.
There's a Black Friday sale coming up, of course. Everybody has a Black Friday sale.
Yeah,
But
everybody's got a Black Friday sale.
If you're into the Thrive Life foods like we are, you'll want to save some money, and this is a big sale.
Yeah. This sale is going to be starting on November 22nd for consultants, November 23rd for
3 days.
customers. It's a week.
22nd?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, I meant in a few
oh,
days.
in 3 days.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said it was 3 days.
In 3 days.
Okay. So yes, in 3 days, the sale is going to start. And there is a coupon code that you would enter into when you're checking out. It's Black Friday, all caps. And that gives you off of your deliveries, that gives you 30% off total. And then on a regular retail order, like just a one-time order, it gives you 15% off of retail. So that is
Significant.
a big deal, yeah. And then if your orders are over $100, then you get free shipping as well. So it's an additional savings. There's going to be, during this Black Friday sale only, there will be sour cream.
Yes.
That's a big deal because they have taken it off the shelves and now they're bringing it back just for the sale.
Yep.
So 9
miss
a.m.
out.
No, you don't want to miss out. 9 a.m. Mountain Time for consultants on Monday, the 22nd. 9 a.m. Mountain Time for regular everybody else, customers, on the 23rd. And then it goes through the 29th at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time.
Okay,
So,
Amelia is asking, does Thrive Life food come in metal cans or plastic?
Metal cans. They are all metal cans and they have plastic lids. I do not
I'll go get
have...
something.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't have an example here. They're in the pantry. But yeah, they are metal cans. And actually, I haven't told Brad yet, but I'm starting to reuse the cans. When I empty...
I've been telling you to do that for a long time.
I know. I just, because I never really had an idea of what to put with it. But we went to the Cloverdale store in Curtis and picked up a bunch of stuff. And I've got all these cans. I made Grace's food and I had all these empty cans. And I thought, well, this will be perfect. I can just stick all the noodles in these empty cans. Well, of course, you wash them first and, clean them up. But
make sure they're dry.
Make sure they're dry. That's the important part. And they were really dry.
There's chicken, vegetarian chicken bouillon, and this is actually really good.
Yeah, but they are metal cans.
And for most things, not everything, most things I haven't cut onions in years, except for a few recipes.
Pico, that's one of the main things we use.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And it's like, there's onions.
And one of these cans of onions for us
lasts
a long time. I mean, we probably open one every 6 months.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal for us. I mean, we use them practically, I wouldn't say every day, probably every other day. The
Maybe
onions.
Every 3 days, maybe something like that.
But the onions we use quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I have been kind of procrastinating about saving the cans and reusing them, but I'm doing that now. So.
Yeah.
Whew, that's
so let me see. Take a seat, Mom.
No, it gave me a Charlie horse.
Oh. Okay.
So.
Let's see. How does the sour cream refresh? Is asking Monica Sherman. The consistency's fine. I will say it does take a little bit of a taste adjustment. It's not like when you buy it from the store.
Right.
But it's completely usable.
Mm-hmm. Refrigerate it before using it.
Truth.
We're spoiled.
We are spoiled because we have our own cow. Right. So it's kind of hard for us to go, yeah, it's just good. But for most people, I think you would be very pleased. But for us, if like the fresh stuff like that's just made is like a 10, it's probably a 6 or 7. But we're snobs.
Yeah, we are. I mean,
So,
we have
to be
fresh
fair.
cream. We have fresh cream, so we can make our own.
Yeah, so I hope that doesn't... We're not going to lie to you about this
No.
stuff.
I
So
mean,
we're just going to tell you the truth.
There's a couple of things I wouldn't buy. I wouldn't buy the butter. That's just me, but I don't even know if they sell
It's
it
good
anymore.
baked.
It's good in a baked goods. Like
Yeah.
if you're going to make a cake or brownies or whatever, you can add that to it. But it's not
like
you
to
cannot
spread it
mix
on your...
it. You can't mix it and then use it to fry eggs. It doesn't work.
It gets weird.
Yeah. So
Make your own butter. It's easy.
but it has make your own butter.
It's
It's
easy.
easy if you have a cow.
It's very easy.
Yeah.
So I need to order onions and sour cream. Amelia says I use the garlic and onions nearly every day.
Yeah.
They're great for heart health. Dr. says to keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, and not only, we're preparedness-minded people. So when you don't open this, if you just bought it for what-if scenarios of life, because guess what? Look around. There's a lot of what-if going on.
Right.
This would be good as fresh, just like it was picked and cut out from your garden for 25 years. That's crazy.
That's huge.
Think about this. What are food prices going to be like 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now? I'd say that whatever you get now that's going to last that long is going to be valuable.
Yeah. Monica, actually, I think there is cheese on sale for the November sale.
That's this one coming up?
No, for the existing November sale. Like they have
the
items
current
every
sale
month.
items,
The current
yeah.
sale items, I believe there's cheese on there.
I can't look it
I
up with
can't-
these screens. I can.
Here, I'll look.
Well, somebody can look
I
it
can
up.
look. It's fine.
Yeah. There's a link down below for Thrive Life, so just go there
Mm-hmm.
and there will be November sales.
Yeah.
So. Oh, and the cheese, let me tell you what, it's actually
So good.
it's so weird when you first eat it because if you just take it right out of the can, it's crunchy because it's freeze dried. But it's delicious. I've not had any of the, it's so creamy and it does rehydrate well, but you want to cool it. You want to get it in the fridge.
I like eating it straight out of the can because it's
good.
as though you're eating cheese crackers.
But like the most cheesiest, creamiest cheese crackers you've ever had.
Yeah.
Diesel is
sale.
saying, yes, there is. Cindy Curtis, is it hard to sign up? I'm not computer savvy. No, it's just like any other kind of checkout process where you fill out your information and you give them the payment, and then that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the best way to store Thrive? Unopened or opened? That's the question.
Unopened.
Put it in something where it's not going to
Right.
get in the sun.
Right. Keep it in a cooler area. Don't put it in a garage that is not, or a barn or a shed where you can't control the temperature, where there's extreme hots and extreme colds.
That does reduce its life.
It does reduce its lifetime. We have ours in the garage. Most of ours is in the garage, and our garage is pretty much temperature controlled all year round.
Yeah, it's sealed up.
Yeah.
We, when we moved here, even though our house is such a blessing, it is big, but there's not a lot of storage space. And so we basically sealed up the garage, and it is air-conditioned space for the most part. It stays cool. Like, even when it's super cold out, it stays as warm as the regular part of the house because the heater's in there.
Right.
The wood burner.
Right. Okay, for the November Black Friday sale, there will be cheddar cheese.
Awesome.
It's not in the regular November sale. It's in only the Black Friday sale. Peach slices, cheddar cheese, blueberries, mashed potatoes, and more. We don't know what the more is just yet.
Here's another little hint. We love our Thrive Life stuff. Save your money by not buying the potatoes. Just get regular flakes. Truth.
We love them, though.
We love
They're
them.
really
but
good.
We scoop them out and we use them. But when you become a consultant, you get some free food.
Yeah, you do. If you have certain sales, or if you sell a certain amount, you get coupons and
then we redeem them for free goodies.
Right.
That's what we use for our eating, like our day-to-day eating.
Right. But I totally lost what I was going to say.
But the potatoes, just go get them from the store.
Yeah.
Shh, don't tell them. Hey, and if Bill, our consultant's watching, nothing happened here. Don't pay attention to that. Just ignore it.
That's
Move past
funny.
Bill.
That's really funny. They do have the mashed potato recipe is really good though.
Yeah, and you know what is irritating is they used to have it right on the can.
It's no longer.
And they took it off the can.
Right. So thankfully we had an older can, so I saved the recipe.
Yeah, because you add butter, you add a little bit of their chef's choice seasoning, and what else? There's something else.
Milk powder, but we just generally add milk.
Use milk.
Yeah.
And it's like those super fancy mashed potatoes you get like at a really, really snazzy restaurant.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Hey, Renee. Monica says thank you. Let's see. I throw my Thrive Life in a spare bedroom closet so the temperature stays consistent.
Perfect.
Yeah. And you know what? We've talked to a lot of people that say that they'll put them right underneath their beds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
use that instead of a bed frame.
well, no, not to put it on. But
Oh, I see.
I'm sleeping
That's
on
what
my
we
green
do with our
beans.
5-gallon buckets.
Yeah.
No, almost.
Oh no.
Almost.
8 minutes, but that smells
I know.
good.
It smells so good that you smell the brown sugar and the pecans toasting and oh yum.
It is Thanksgiving. That's the smell.
You stop cooking. I'm hungry. I'm not cooking. I'm not
Selena.
cooking. It's baking.
Well, come on over. We'll share.
That's funny.
We're easy like that.
That's really funny.
So, but hey, what are the things that you want to get for our house from the sale, the Black Friday sale?
Probably some more. Well, see, okay, here's the thing. The cheddar cheese is really good, but I can make cheese from our cow's milk. So it's like, why would I spend? But you can store it. So if we don't have a cow, it's kind of I need to get more items for our daughter Grace's diet. So
she eats mostly our raw milk and
yogurt,
moringa powder, and some vitamins, minerals, and then Thrive Life food.
That's it. So I make
healthier than anybody we know.
Yeah, I make a powder that is blended from Thrive Life ingredients, and I keep it in a spare number 10 can, which is the gallon size can. And then I mix it with her milk and yogurt and other items daily. So it just makes the day go faster. But yeah, so I use several different items from Thrive. And
Wendy says, would like to see more recipes on the Thrive webpage. Well, make some. Put them up there.
Yeah.
You can, if you're a consultant, you can post recipes. We posted a few, and then I kind of just stopped because it didn't seem like enough people were looking at them.
Yeah. Well, and I think when the website changed, a lot of them came off.
Oh.
Yeah. It got switched over, so I think a lot of recipes came off.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, we just have to put more on.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, not us in general, but, you know, people who use Thrive.
Wendy.
Yeah. I'll sit down. I'm going to.
Diesel says, Thrive is awesome. I've been using their food for years. Mushrooms, no more rotten.
No more rotten mushrooms. That is, I hated that. Because I'm the only one, well, Brad likes them too, but I'm the only one that really likes mushrooms. I'll put them on my pizza. I'll put them in an omelet. Like if I make an omelet, I'll put some mushrooms in there. But it's super easy just to throw them in.
Well, and I will say, okay, here's inside baseball time. You ready, folks? Our daughter, Hope, has taken the family hostage, recipe-wise.
Yeah.
Because she will gripe and whine and complain if she hears that there's anything with mushrooms in it. Oh, there's mushrooms in it? Oh, please, no. So we don't get to have them very often unless it's something personal because it's like...
Whine. Oh, and it's not just her, too. It's Caleb, too.
He doesn't whine, though.
He doesn't whine much, but he does grumble
a little bit. And
but
we're like, hey, deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
But she'll keep after you.
But the chicken pot pie that we made a few weeks back had
good.
Mushrooms in it, and she ate them.
Oh, there she is. She hears.
She's watching downstairs. You better not be using the Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Oops.
Yeah, because that's
Turkey.
how this signal goes out.
You turkey.
It's one connection. Oh, my gracious.
Yeah, and I didn't used to do mushrooms. I used to not like them at all. Okay, here's a secret.
Oh?
Remember when we used to go to the Messianic synagogue, right?
Yeah.
And this was something that you used to say too. You know, anything that doesn't require light to grow, you shouldn't. It just creeps me out. But then I started tasting them later on in life. I'm like, man, I really like these. I don't care if they don't need light. But there's occasionally when we go out to eat, when you know, on that rare occasion, there's this one restaurant that puts fresh mushrooms on the salad.
Oh yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah, they're not crunchy, but they're
not
they've got
smushy.
A snap to them.
Yeah, they're
when
the
you
baby
break
Bellas, and they're really, really good.
Yeah. So let's see. Tell them to pick them out and put them on your plate.
Exactly. Well, we make them small enough she can't find them. She's scowling at me from over there.
Right there. We usually do, and it's just most of the time they've been having homeschool right there at the table. And so if I'm cooking, which yesterday I was cooking,
They see.
I saw her and I was like, hey, hon, should I? I mean, I bet you there'd be some really nice flavor if we put mushrooms in there. I could just break them up in small pieces.
Yeah.
It's like she had radar. She jumped up like, boom, like a gopher out of a hole. Like her head popped up and spun around. No, don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
So
That's funny. Hey, TJ, how are you?
TJ.
Hope you're doing well.
Hey, where are you guys all from?
Yeah.
You don't have to give your secret location if you're like a prepper, because I know they get
Just a general location.
They get all fussy about that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So where are you from? Because I know some of you. I know Phoebe's from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
We know. Let's see. We know a few of you guys. Where are you from? Because we got
2.5 minutes.
Score. Anybody?
Oh yeah, fresh peas definitely.
Bueller.
Yeah, when we grow peas in the garden, we never ever get any in the house because when the kids go outside to play, they go in the garden and they eat, which is great. I'm all for it. But we never get any in the house. They eat all the sweet peas, all the sugar snap peas outside.
Well, speaking of peas, you know how you catch a polar bear?
No, honey, how do you catch a polar bear?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So you go out onto a frozen lake and you cut a hole in the ice. And when you go over there to the edge of the ice, you put a pea right on the edge of the ice. And when that polar bear comes over to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole. And he's down. See? 10 people are gone.
Boom. Yeah, no
Gone.
kidding. No kidding. Oh my goodness.
Down.
Yeah.
Oh! Yeah, you better use the thumbs down while you can. YouTube's taking it away.
It's gonna be gone.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah,
matter.
no.
Oh, wow. There's people from all over. Arizona, Massachusetts, Michigan, Northeast Wisconsin.
Phoebe's from Albertistan.
Albertistan, yeah. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, no kidding.
Southeast Texas.
Oh my.
My dad used to tell that joke. I
I'd never heard it
until just recently.
Yeah. That's funny. 50 seconds.
50 seconds. You gotta wait.
50 seconds. I love this stuff so much.
It's really good.
And there's 2 spoons left. There's only 2 spoons in the drawer, hon.
That's a shame.
Means the kids don't get any.
She doesn't get any.
That's right.
And it's okay. We put mushrooms in it. Only not really.
Oh,
Not
goodness gracious.
23. Okay.
Do we have to wait that long?
Yes. Because you actually shortened it a little
I
bit.
did.
Anyway.
I actually, to make it shorter, I raised the temperature to 375 and shortened the time.
Yeah.
So.
Man, from Indiana, Central
Florida.
Florida.
Everywhere. This is awesome.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Daniil, you made my day. There you go.
Yay!
Okay. Time to disarm the
It's the red wire.
Yeah. Cut the red wire. No, the blue. Ah, boom. That looks yummy. And so does the sweet potatoes.
Stop.
You can hurt yourself, baby.
I know. All right. Look at that.
Ooh. Hot stuff with hot stuff.
The brown sugar is gotten all brown and browned on the top, and it's a little jiggly, but as it cools, it won't be.
Yeah.
But it's so delicious, and if we took a bite, we'd probably burn our face off.
But you're gonna have to put a little, and we'll let it cool.
All right.
Just a little, even though, like she said, if you use it right now, it's gonna be a little, almost not soupy, but it'll
be a little soupy. Yeah.
It'll solid up.
Yeah. Right here.
Oh yeah.
This is the bite right here.
Oh yeah. Look at that. There's yours.
No, that's yours.
Oh.
Oh wait, here. This came off of your top here.
Oh my gosh, folks.
There you go.
Look at this.
I'll just take it from
bring it
here.
on over. See if I don't dump it on the ground.
The
Look at that.
The one thing that I always catch our kids doing is scraping off the top.
Just like this.
Just like this, taking off the topping and leaving the bottom.
Get in my belly.
Yeah, no kidding.
Kimmy's here. She's in
Hey,
an apron.
Kimmy.
I wonder if she's in an apron right now.
She probably is.
Are you?
I think she wears one all the time.
She cleans. She cleans a lot of things. She's organizing, and she also cooks a lot of
Freezer meals.
freezer meals. Those are some of her big well-liked videos.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we don't have freezer space for freezer meals.
No, but we do have 4 freezers because we live in Wisconsin. Good? Mm-hmm. Let me see.
It tastes better with milk.
Oh, man.
That's so good.
You forget how good it is.
Oh, you really do? It's so sweet, and that topping is just adds that okay. It adds that nutty flavor to it.
Huh.
And he laughs because I absolutely hate that term.
Because that's the only term they use
The
on the
only
cooking
two.
shows.
The only term they
such
use.
A nutty flavor.
What? Kidding me, really? So
that's funny because I was actually not laughing at that. I was laughing at Heidi Hoke's comment. That's okay. I'm a little jiggly too.
right. Right. David called yesterday and asked if Mom was around. I said, "Yep, Mom's around. Mom's round."
Dad's a pair.
Oh goodness. Who's Kimmy? Kimmy she's in her apron. She has a big YouTube channel. She does a lot of organization and cleaning, like Brad said, and she is just this super sweet, awesome lady that I cannot wait to meet her. So, Someday. She doesn't live here. She lives where it's warmer.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. It's warmer there than it is here.
That is true. We live in an ice box where they live near the ice box.
They live near the ice box, but lower to the
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
anytime
funny.
you want to just go in a cleaning frenzy, our food pantry needs help.
Yeah, no kidding. No, that's going to be Hope's job. We pay her to actually organize it.
Yeah.
What?
There she is. She's appeared
She's
out
stalking.
of nowhere.
She just came up the stairs. She's stalking anytime she hears her name.
Hey, Hugo, the recipe was up for quite a bit of the live stream, so just
Scroll back.
Scroll back.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's also in our cookbook if you happen to have it. It's in the first one, Our Family's Favorites. Because it is one of our family's favorites. It is requested anytime they come home for any birthday. It's Christmas, Thanksgiving.
That's it.
Yep.
So just a quick recap for the Thrive Life Black Friday sale before we say goodbye.
Starts Monday, the 22nd, November 22nd at 9 a.m. Mountain Time for consultants. Starts on. You can become a consultant before then, so you can get in on those deals. But your order has to process after 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Otherwise, you don't get the Black Friday coupon code. That is how you get the deal. It's Black Friday coupon code. Just Black Friday, not the coupon code part. So then you get 30% off of deliveries. You get 15% off of a one-time retail order. And that's it. I mean, it's awesome. I can't wait for the sale. So
Kimmy's asking, how's Claire doing?
she's doing awesome.
She's a
doing
married young lady.
Married young lady. Actually, we were talking about you the other day. She was wanting to do zone cleaning. And I said, hey, check out Kimmy's channel because she does that. And so I think she was going to do that and check that out because she needs some organization. I mean, she's organized, but she needs organization for cleaning because she's random like I am. So
I do zone cleaning. So when I start to clean,
you zone out?
I zone out.
Right,
you
right.
know.
Yep, me too.
Actually, my studio, my recording studio, is super clean and has been for a long time now.
It has.
Which has not always been the case because when you start doing a project, you'll grab a guitar, or you'll move this, or I think I want to use the recorder for that.
Yeah.
And then it just you're so busy doing the art side of it that you forget to put everything back.
Right.
But I've been good about it.
Yeah.
Use the guitar,
put it
back on the wall.
Right.
Use the bass, put it back on the wall.
Now, if you could just do that with your socks.
What?
And shoes.
Don't get me started with your gloves.
My gloves.
And your coats and the mess that's in the garage.
No, it's not a mess. It's hung up.
And the barn.
No.
Oh, yes. Whatever. On that note. On that note.
Oh, boy.
All right.
So I hope you liked it. I hope you make it for your family, and I hope they love it. So.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
See you
Have
guys.
a great day.
Bye.